Have you ever get the feeling that the universe is messing with us? We measure our lives in years, our cities in miles, and our countries in thousands of miles. That feels big until you realize that light, the fastest thing in existence, could circle our planet 7 times in a single second. Now take that speed, stretch it across 100,000 years, and that's how long it would take for light to cross the Milky Way. Suddenly, our idea of far seems almost embarrassing, but that's just the beginning. Because when it comes to the scale of our galaxy, every number is a joke that our brains simply weren't built to understand. So, how big is the Milky Way? Let's find out, but fair warning. By the end of this, your sense of distance may never recover. Let's begin at home. Our moon, Earth's closest celestial companion, is about 384,400 kilometers away. If you could hop on a commercial airplane cruising at 1,000 kilometers per hour, you'd reach it in about 16 days. Not bad, right? But now, let's scale up. Mars, our next-door planetary neighbor, sits at its closest about 56 million kilometers from Earth, that same airplane. Now it would take 6.2 years to get there. And light, the fastest thing in the universe, it still takes about 3 minutes to cover that distance. Suddenly, that 16-day moon trip seems laughably short. Now let's step even farther out to the edge of our solar system. Neptune, the outermost planet, orbits at 4.5 billion kilometers from the Sun. Light itself takes 4 hours to travel from the Sun to Neptune. And if you were in that same airplane, well, you'd be flying for nearly 500 years. Hope you packed extra snacks. But here's the kicker, even at this distance, we haven't even left our own solar system yet. Beyond Neptune lies the Oort cloud, a vast, icy shell of debris. This is where things really start getting ridiculous. The heliopause, the invisible boundary where the sun's influence ends, is about 18 billion kilometers away. And beyond that, interstellar space uncharted territory. At this point, your airplane would need a couple thousand years to keep going. But let's forget about airplanes. They're too slow for what comes next. Now, we're entering galactic territory. The Milky Way is a spiral galaxy spanning an estimated 100,000 light-years across. If light, the fastest thing in existence, takes 100,000 years to cross it, then you know we're dealing with something truly enormous. But before we dive into its sheer vastness, let's put things into perspective. Imagine we shrink the Milky Way down to the size of Earth. In this tiny version, the Sun would be smaller than a human hair, about 18 micrometers in diameter. The nearest star to us, Proxima Centauri, would still be half a kilometer away. And one of the biggest, brightest stars visible to the naked eye, Betelgeuse, would sit a whopping 80 kilometers away. That's how absurdly stretched out our galaxy is. But let's return to reality, where the numbers get even more mind-blowing. The Milky Way is home to 100 billion to 400 billion stars. To put that in perspective, if you counted 1 star per second, it would take you over 12,000 years to reach just 400 billion. Hope you like counting. And it's not just stars, our galaxy is also loaded with planets, nebulae, black holes, and perhaps life beyond Earth. In fact, astronomers estimate there could be as many as 40 billion Earth-like planets in our galaxy alone. If even 1% of them had some form of life, that's still 400 million planets teeming with organisms. Let that sink in. At the core of our galaxy sits a monster, Sagittarius, a supermassive black hole weighing in at about 4 million times the mass of our Sun. This beast is the ultimate vacuum cleaner, devouring anything unlucky enough to drift too close. Fortunately, at 27,000 light-years away, we're a safe distance from its hunger. But still it lurks, patiently waiting in the heart of the Milky Way, shaping the dance of stars around it. Here's where things get weird. Despite all those stars, planets, and black holes, they make up only about 15% of the Milky Way's total mass. The rest, something called dark matter, an invisible, mysterious substance that doesn't emit light but exerts gravitational pull. We don't know what dark matter is, but without it, our galaxy would literally fall apart. It's like an unseen scaffolding holding everything together. Think of it as the Wi-Fi signal of the universe. You can't see it, but you'd definitely notice if it disappeared. If you thought traffic on Earth was bad, just wait a few billion years. The Milky Way is on a collision course with Andromeda, our closest galactic neighbor. Right now, Andromeda is about 2.5 million light-years away, but it's barreling toward us at 110 kilometers per second. In about 4.5 billion years, the two galaxies will merge in a spectacular cosmic collision. But don't worry, despite the chaos, stars are so far apart that very few will actually collide. Instead, gravity will weave them together into a new galaxy, sometimes referred to as Milkomeda. By then, of course, the Sun will be nearing the end of its life, and Earth, well, let's just say we probably won't be around to see it. So, let's take a step back. We've gone from a 16-day trip to the moon to a trillion-year journey across our galaxy. We've shrunk the Milky Way down to Earth size, counted its stars, met its monsters, and even previewed its future. But here's the kicker. Even our entire galaxy is just one tiny speck in the universe. The Milky Way is just one of 2 trillion galaxies out there. Some are 10 times bigger, stretching over 1 million light-years across. And if we zoom out far enough, our galaxy, everything in it, every planet, every star, every black hole becomes nothing more than a dot in the grand tapestry of the cosmic web. So, the next time you feel overwhelmed by a long road trip, just remember you could be crossing the Milky Way instead. And trust me, that's a trip you'll never finish. Our galaxy is vast, mysterious, and full of secrets yet to be uncovered. And this is just one galaxy in an ever-expanding universe. If you enjoyed this journey through the Milky Way, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell because there's a whole universe left to explore. Let me know in the comments what part of the Milky Way fascinates you the most. And if you had a spaceship capable of crossing it, where would you go first? Until next time, keep looking up.